Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Clues, Cues and Reviews. Today we're looking at the most recent chapter of My Hero Academia / Boku no Hero Academia chapter 113. Ultimately, the main thing and the most important thing for me was there was a conclusion to the tests. We have a pass and a fail, an opportunity for growth. So that's the more important thing for me out of this chapter. But without further ado, let's break this review down and let's get into it. So, to summarize the chapter before getting in the points I really enjoyed, we got an ending to the chapter in the sense of a conclusion to this arc. We got to see a few new quirks and abilities, which I really enjoyed, especially for the character. We had some questions answered from Orca's point of view. We found out his weakness, and we got the results of who passed and who failed, which leaves opportunities for speculation. So let's get into it. The conclusion to the exam. So there was fighting going on everywhere. Oiji and Shoji, Suyu and Mineta and a few of the characters. The electric girl was there, and a few of the acid girl was there, I should say. We're all doing their thing. We had this little kind of a conversation, and we saw it from Orca's point of view, then we saw it from the rest of Orca Gang's point of view, and we found out that the weakness of Orca is dryness. So anyone with a desert type of technique or a heat type of technique would cause issues for Orca, being that his ability is meant to be a killer whale, I believe, or a shark type of creature. And naturally they're in the water, so moisture would be something that would work in their favour, which is probably why he was able to deal with the ice. So that's number one. Then we get his point of view from that. So once everything is ended, he had a type of gauntlet on, and he was basically saying as if this continued, it would be interesting for one or two reasons. One, he could have got hurt. Two, he probably wouldn't have had to go all out, because although people were saying he was going all out, to me it kind of felt like he had a few more gears. And as a hero, that's important, because if you're going to struggle against some people that aren't fully fledged heroes right now, it says a lot about how powerful you are. So I think that's something to bear in mind, that although Orca was serious, he wasn't completely serious to the point where he went all out. So he used his abilities and put people in danger, but not enough to kill them, basically. So that was an interesting thing. Now, the best part of this chapter for me was Suyu's part of this chapter, because we got to see her ability. Now, she had a little sad story before, and she wanted friends, and we've seen her if you've read the extra chapter where she introduced her family and frog family. You kind of like that character, you enjoy that character, and Suyu's character is cool, and you feel sorry for her and things like that. But she went ham this time. She's taken her training of frogginess, her frog fu, to the next level. Not kung fu, frog fu has gone to the next level. It's battle ready, and she's got a new technique called camouflage. She's like a ninja frog. She is a ninja frog. I just love that part, that she's got a realistic ability now, because in the wild, frogs blend in with the environment to not get caught up by predators. This makes perfect sense. I really like this ability. I like this type of character development for her. She's not just going to be a female character that's a side character. She can fight. I really like that. Now, there were the main things, and then we got the conclusion. Now, here's the thing. Some of this caught me by surprise, but then when you see what's been going on in the last couple of chapters, you can understand why. One really caught me by surprise, and I'm hoping there's another person with his name. If you watch the panels carefully and it breaks down the who's passed, there's a name there, and I'm like, why is he passed? He isn't that good. He was screaming the whole time. And I'll explain. So let's start. People that have passed: Izuku, Momo, Mineta. Them are the three names we can clearly see as passed. And yes, you're thinking, why the hell is Mineta's passed? He's more than likely passed not because he's an overwhelming character, but because he's probably a really good collaborative character, a cooperative character. And basically, the reason why that is because he's pulling his pants when he's by himself. He's so scared he has to work with somebody because he's not confident in that eyes danger and stuff like that. So that's really why I think he's passed. It is a big surprise because then when Inasa or Shuto are looking, they both haven't passed. Now this is because they couldn't work together, because you got to think about it. Although this is a competition, they were made clear this is a rescue situation. In those situations, attitudes, egos, the past, friction should be put aside, and that's when you're meant to come together regardless of situation, work the best together, make the most out of each other, bring the best out of each other, and do your job. And they weren't able to do that. Okay, they started working towards that at the end and they come up with this brilliant technique, but in the situation of life and death where there's a terrorist attack, you don't get second chances. That's basically the message here. And this is going to be an opportunity for them to grow, no doubt about it. I'm hoping to find out more about this in the next coming chapters. Is there going to be redemption? When's the next test? Are they going to have to wait till next year or later on that year? I'm hoping it's not too far away and they do both get their chances to develop and grow. That's pretty much the chapter. The biggest surprise for me was Mineta. I was expecting Momo to pass. I was expecting Izuku to pass. We don't know what's happened with the two of the powerhouses. For me, the two of the powerhouses are Bakugou and Takuyomi. I want to find out what's going on with them. I mean, you got charisma and stuff like that, but they're, for me, not as powerful. Anyway, I'm going to leave the review there. Interesting chapter. I'm glad this section of the story is over, so we can move forward to bigger and better things. I'll leave the video here. I hope you enjoyed the chapter. I hope you enjoyed the review. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought. All on Reddit, where I like to post. As always, thank you very much for your support. I'll see you next time. Peace.